Hello everybody and welcome back to FM23 with the Youth Academy Only Save with Guiseley, and we're up to the Premier League. If you haven't seen the last episode, go check it out. A dramatic final day win saw us get into the promised land of the Premier League without signing a player for 25 seasons. But in this episode, we're going to go in, we're going to see what the Premier League looks like now, see who's been winning it, see who's been winning Europe, the Europa League, Champions League, European Conference League, the World Cup, the Euros, see who are the dominant forces in English and European football, and then we'll see how hard it's going to be for Guiseley to stay in the Premier League. But anyway, let's send the arrows across and get into the game. Yeah, hello everyone, welcome back, and we are ironically facing off against Newcastle in the first game of the season, which will be in the next episode. There won't be any gameplay in this one because we're just going to go and review what world football looks like at the moment. But it's ironic because, again, a few episodes ago, we played Newcastle in the FA Cup, or the League Cup, and they smashed us 8-0. So this is going to be a very interesting first game, a very good, or very hard welcome to the Premier League for Guiseley, I imagine, because Newcastle, I assume, still have loads of money. I mean, I've not checked, I've not looked at anything, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we're going to be doing this together, so there might be a lot of edits and lots of cuts and things like that, where hopefully I smooth it across and make it look nice. But I've not looked at anything yet. The only thing we know is that West Ham previously won the Champions League because we played them in the Cup and we had a look at how they were doing. But yeah, so first things first, let's catch up with what Guiseley are doing and our finances. We've been a Premier League team for around about 2 months and it's brilliant. We get over 1.5 million, I think it is, a month in terms of TV revenue. You can see in, that'll be, this is August, that'll be May, June, July. Yeah, July, well, maybe August, I guess this is September. No, this is the 1st of August. So wherever this was, we were 1.16 million pounds in debt. And now, because we're a Premier League team, we're 3 million pounds in profit. So the money's coming in, which is great. We have actually just asked the board to do training facilities and they said yes. So we are getting an upgrade in our training facilities as well, which is really good at the start of season 26. So training facilities will be going up to, I think, an 18. I think they go in increments of 2 every time you get something done. So we'll be pretty good. We just need the board to invest in our youth facilities, and that's what we're going to focus on when we get the Premier League money through the door. Now, obviously, we are not spending anywhere near as much as all the other clubs on wages. So our profit margins are going to be huge. Like, while we're in the Premier League, they're going to be absolutely ridiculously big, which is amazing. That's what we need. It's what we need to invest in. Eventually we'll get all of these to 20 and we'll be in a fantastic position to move on. So it's looking pretty good. We have done not transfers in, obviously we've let people go, we've brought in youngsters and things like that. So we'll touch on all of that in the next episode because I do just want to focus on what the Premier League is looking like. But I thought it would be nice to start with Guiseley and say what's going on. So training facilities are getting improved. This is a good summary, isn't it? We've got a 20,000 seater stadium, all-seater stadium now, built 5 years ago. We've already progressed 5 years since that. Stadium condition is good, which is fun, or fine, I should say. We've got a 5-year stadium sponsorship as well, which is good. Corporate facilities, training facilities, good youth facilities. So we're in a good spot. We're in a pretty good spot now with Guiseley, which is good. And I'm under no illusions the Premier League is going to be very, very tough. But hey, we got out of the Championship, so we deserve to be here. We finished second in the Championship behind Stoke, and we deserve to be here. So, looking at the Premier League, that's where we're going to start off. And West Ham won it last year. Of course they did. Of course they did. Unbelievable. West Ham are the current Champions League holders. So if we Premier League holders. So West Ham beat Chelsea, who were looking to make it 5 on the bounce, but they came runners up. Arsenal finished third. Chelsea won it ahead of Man United and Tottenham. Then Chelsea won it ahead of Tottenham and Liverpool. Chelsea won it ahead of Man United and Man City. Chelsea won it ahead of Tottenham and Man United. Man United won it ahead of Chelsea and Tottenham. So Chelsea are a force. Chelsea are very much a force in the Premier League again. Man City beat Newcastle and Man United. Tottenham won it. Tottenham have won a trophy, and it's the Premier League, the 40-41 Premier League, ahead of Man United and Chelsea. Newcastle have won it over Man City and Chelsea. Chelsea won it again over Liverpool and Man City. Okay, so we've got a pretty regular top 4, it looks like, which is Spurs, Chelsea, Man United and Man City. Arsenal break in, Liverpool break in occasionally to the top 4. Newcastle are there or thereabouts occasionally. So, okay, are there any years when someone rogue has won it? Not really, according to we start here. Where did we start? Where's the season start? This one here, isn't it? Chelsea won it. Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. Newcastle got into it in 2028 season. They finished 3rd. Man United come back. Arsenal come back. Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. Okay, so it's the only team that have really dented into the traditional top 5, I would say, is Newcastle to make it a big 6. So, yeah, not too much has happened in terms of big clubs. It is still, other than West Ham, obviously, this year. But, Man United, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, and then Newcastle getting in there as well. But West Ham. So West Ham are obviously on the up. Winning the Champions League previously we knew about. They have amazing facilities as well. They're predicted to finish 2nd this year. So they must have a very good team. Still managed by Vinicius Jr., who's on £155,000 a week as manager. We're on 10,500, which is great, isn't it? Which is absolutely superb. So if we look at their history competitions, they won the Champions League in 2045. They won the Premier League 2048. They won the FIFA Club World Cup 2045. They won the Europa League. So they won the Europa League in 2044 and then won the Champions League. They did a Porto. They won the Champions League. They won the Super Cup in 2045. They've been runners-up in the FA Cup in 2044 and won it in 2029. Is there anything else in there? The Conference League, they were there 2026, 2024 runners-up. Won it into West Ham have won everything. West Ham have won the Carabao Cup, the Europa Conference League, the FA Cup, the Super Cup, the Europa League, the Club World Cup, the Premier League and the Champions League. They've literally won everything they could win as a senior team. That is ludicrous. It really is. It's absolutely bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers. Who's their key player? I wonder what their key player looks like. Key player is William Taylor. Oh my God, he looks amazing. 27-year-old central midfielder. Passing 19, first touch 16, positioning 16, vision 19. He could be one of the best players I've ever seen on Football Manager. Runs with the ball through the middle, plays 1-2s, tries to lob the keeper, tries tricks, likes to switch the ball to wide area. I mean, that would probably be my ideal player. Did they buy him or is he a youth? No, yeah, Newcastle had him. Sent him on a couple of loans. Stoke bought him for £48.5 million in the Championship and then sold him to West Ham 2 seasons ago. Wow. How did Stoke get that much money? Blimey hell. Jesus. Right, well, West Ham, current Premier League holders. They've won everything they could possibly win. Let's go and have a little look at the team that finished 2nd last year. Should we go and finish? Let's go and have a look at who finished 2nd last year, which was Chelsea. So Chelsea went on a bit of a run, didn't they? 5 on the bounce, trying to make it 6, but finished 2nd again. Wonderful facilities. Managed by Emre Belözoğlu. He's got a bit of a checkered past, doesn't he, with a bit of racism. But what have they been doing then? So Champions League. 30, 41, 44. They came runners-up in 35, 36, 46 and 47. Hang on a minute. Does that mean that West Ham beat Chelsea in the final? They did. West Ham beat Chelsea in the Champions League final. Renan getting the winner. The 34-year-old 6'2" central midfielder. A cultured attacking midfielder. If I could bring through a player from Guiseley who's a cultured midfielder, that would be amazing. But yeah, 1-0, a very even game. Chelsea with the better chances, but not scoring. Yeah, okay, Chelsea will feel aggrieved for that one then. So looking at their... Oh no, we're looking at their history, weren't they, and their competition. So let's just go into competitions. What else have they been winning? They won the Club World Cup 2020. They won runner-up 41 and 45 in the Club World Cup. The Europa League they won in 2023. The Super Cup they won in 23 and 44. The FA Cup they've won in 25, 30, 37, 44 and 45. Okay, they've had some success. 44 and 45 for the Carabao Cup as well, and a few Community Shields in there. So good stuff there for Chelsea. So their key player, Who's their key player? Their key player is Jeremy Gougan from France. Oh, again, fucking hell, he looks incredible. 28-year-old central midfielder, world-class, professional attitude. Unbelievable. Gets forward whenever possible, tries killer balls off and uses the outside of his foot. Passing 18, technique 19, vision 20, off the ball 19, first touch 18, decisions 19, determination 15. Yeah, he is class. 284 to 360 million. Oh my god. This is going to be well tough. Look at the state of these players compared to what we've got. It's absolutely ridiculous. Right, so that's those teams that finished first and second last season. So who finished third? Was it Man United or was it Arsenal? It might have been. It was one of the two, and it was either Man United or Arsenal. So let's go and have a look. Last season, it was. Oh, hello, I've gone too far back. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, Arsenal. So Arsenal pipped Man United to it by a point, and they are managed by Sebastian Szymanski. Yeah, he looks pretty decent, Sebastian Szymanski. Right, we'll look at key player first because that's on the page we're going to. So, key player is João Victor. And João Victor is also a central midfielder. A tireless midfielder, so he's not world class. He doesn't look as good as the other people we've looked at, but he is only 24. And he came from Atletico Mineiro for 15.75 million. Arsenal will be very happy for that little purchase, which is good there. How have Arsenal been getting on? Finished third in the Premier League. So they won the Premier League in 2032. They came runner-up in the Champions League in 2031. Still yet to win a Champions League. Europa League 2041 and 2038 and 2030. The FA Cup. Wow, they went on about 28 years. They went on a barren spell of winning the FA Cup. Finally winning it in 2048, so last year. And that's about it. They've not Carabao Cup. They've got one in 2038. The Conference League they won in 2034 and 2044. Okay, they've not been overly successful. Arsenal. They've started the season with a loss as well. They're currently bottom of the table. So I'm interested by this. So let's have a look at Man United. My team I support, Man United. Let's go and have a look to see how they're getting on. So they're managed by Josh Sargent, who currently plays for Norwich. I want to say he's pretty good actually. Does look like a good little manager. What's he done in his career? Career stats. No, that's a playing career. But he finished at Osasuna. Milestones. So he managed Porto. He retired from playing as Osasuna and got a job 6 years later as Porto manager. Had a bit of success at Porto, it looks like, and then got straight away hired as Man United manager. Won the Super Cup and has won the Carabao Cup. So I'm going to suggest Man United haven't been all too successful in the recent past. Again, great facilities as you would come to expect. Competitions then. They won the Champions League in 46, 39, 38, so back-to-back Champions Leagues. Runner-up in 44. Premier League, they've only won two. 2037 and 2043. Bloody hell, am I going to have to really wait another 14 years to see Man United win the Premier League? Oh my god. They came runner-up a few times, 41, 45, 47. It's quite similar to Arsenal, actually. UEFA Super Cup 46. They haven't won the FA Cup since they won it in 2016 under Louis van Gaal, I think that was. That's a bit disappointing. Carabao Cup, they've won it in 33, 41, 42 and 47. And they won the Conference League in 32. So, yeah, it does look like the dominating team has been basically Chelsea. It's been... They've sort of been dominating everything, it looks like, which is really interesting. Has Man City been dominating sort of the FA Cup or the Champions League or anything like that? So they're managed by Frankie de Jong. Oh my word, Frankie de Jong is in here. What's he been up to? So he was still playing here. Retired from playing at Barcelona, so never left them. Naming there. Hired as Real Sociedad manager. Departed Real Sociedad and hired as Wolves. Sacked from Wolves and hired at Ajax, where he then got a bit of success. Departed Ajax and hired as Man City manager. So he's been here 2 years, not won anything. He's not won anything yet, which could be a concern for Man City fans. So we know they're not going to win anything in the last couple of years, but what have they got then? So they won the Champions League in 33 and 29 and 27. They were runners-up in 26, 32 and 38. Premier League... So they won 2023, then 31, 33, 34, 36, 38, 42. So they've not been really brilliantly successful, have they? They've won one FIFA World Club Cup in 2029. They won the Super Cup in 27, 29 and 33. The FA Cup, okay, they've been a bit more successful here. 26, 31, 34, 35, 36, 38 and 46. They won it, 3 times in a row between 34, 35, 36. Then took a year off, won it in 38 and then won it 2 years ago just before Frankie de Jong was appointed. Carabao Cup, 46, 39, 36, 35, 34. So again, a little bit more success, but it's not a lot, is it? It's not a huge amount of success for Man City. It really isn't. And their key player is Hayden Ricketts, an Englishman. Yeah, again, looks pretty decent. And an elite centre-back, 26 years old, elite centre-back, one transfer listed for 93 million, wanted by PSG. Okay, it's all Chelsea, isn't it? It's just all Chelsea, basically. We'll have a quick look at Spurs, and then we'll look at Newcastle, who we're facing in the first game of the season, which will be fun. We'll do Spurs, Newcastle, Liverpool, and then we'll go and have a quick look at some other things as well. So key player for them is Marco van Kesteren, who looks very good. 33 years old, world-class midfielder. 5'6", but looks very good on the ball. I assume they've bought him in from somewhere. Yeah, 50 million from Ajax quite a long time ago. So fair play to Marco van Kesteren. They're managed by Nemanja Maximanovic, and competitions-wise, they won the Champions League in 2040-2047 after coming runners-up 3 times since they did it in 2019, and then did it last year. How did they come runners-up last year? West Ham beat Chelsea. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. They won the Premier League in 2041, as we saw. They've come runners-up in 36, 44 and 46. They won the FIFA Club World Cup in 2037, the Europa League in 2039 and 25. The Super Cup, they won it in 25, 39 and 40. The FA Cup, they won in 2027 as their solitary FA Cup win during this save. In fact, the FA Cup, they haven't really done anything in. No, they've only done runners-up once as well. Carabao Cup, they won 2024 and 2029. A few runners-up in there as well. So they've broken the monkey off their back, haven't they? They've cleared that. They have won some stuff, but it's not been hugely successful for Spurs. It's just sort of bobbling along, coming along. They're a bit more of a consistent top 4 team now. Although I think I saw earlier it was top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it is 4 now, and then 5, 6 and 7 get into Europe there. So yeah, let's have a quick look at Newcastle then. Newcastle are I'm going to assume very, very rich. I think most teams in the Premier League would be very, very rich, but their key player is Jude Adienka, who's also their vice captain. 33 years old, centre back, transfer listed for request by £24 million. He could do a job for £24 million. He definitely could. But if that's their key player, yeah, it's not jumping out to say, Mike, when you compare him to like Chelsea and West Ham's key player, it's not amazing. Edin Terzic is their manager, competitions-wise. So they've won, though they've come runners-up in the Champions League in 29 and 33. They've won the Premier League once in this save in 2040. Runner-up twice and third place twice. FIFA Club World Cup, they've won it twice, runner-up once. Europa League, they've won 5 times and runner-up once. Super Cup, they've won it 4 times, runner-up once. FA Cup, since the save, they've won it 3 times, never runner-up. Not the Championship, no. Conference League, 2048, 46, 30 and 25. And the FA Community Shield in 2043 and the Carabao Cup in 2048. So, yeah, they've not done a great deal, have they? They've not done a great deal. In the Europa League this season, I'm wondering if you can look at... The chairperson is Alex Pittman, so they're not owned by Saudi Arabia anymore. I wonder if... I should have looked at this when we're looking at them, but I wonder if a Man City still own... Obviously, we can't look at how valuable these owners are. They might still be in it. But yeah, Keenan Pye, an English owner. So both people have got... They do have a UAE director who might be putting a few bits of money in. But yeah, it is interesting to see that now English owners are back. So maybe the English economy soared in the mid-2040s and a lot of English people got rich and famous and could buy football clubs. Who knows? Then finally, Liverpool. We'll have a quick look at Liverpool, who seem to have maybe dropped off because their name didn't appear too much, but they're managed by Munir El Amarani. Holy crap, he's good. Holy crap, he's got amazing stats. Okay, yeah, well done. He was born in Doom as well, which is also amazing. What have you been up to, mate? What have you played for? And he came at NEC Nijmegen, big move to Dortmund, big move to Bayern Munich, obviously. Then to PSG, Atletico Madrid, Celta Vigo for 5.5 million. But where did you start your hired as Lorient manager, won the Trophée de Champion, and then Liverpool took a punt. They just took a punt on him straight away. Right. Fair enough to Munir El Amarani. He's done well for himself there. Their key player, Carlos Figueroa. That's more like it. That looks better. 28 years old, world-class central midfielder. Killer balls, comes deep to get the ball, dictates tempo, knocks ball past the opponent, tries to play way out of trouble, tries long-range passes, likes to switch ball to the wide areas. He looks very, very good. And they got him for 48.5 million from Porto, which might have been Frankie de Jong's Porto, I think it was. No, Josh Sargent's Porto back then, not Frankie de Jong's. But yeah, okay, so Liverpool, what have you been doing during this save then? So, competitions. You have won the Champions League in 25, 26, 32, 35. Oh, 24 as well. Premier League, 26. Yeah, 24, 26, 28, 29, 2035. A few runners up in there. FIFA Club World Cup in 2025. Europa League in 43 and 45. Super Cup in 26, 32, 35. The FA Cup, 32, 41, 42, so back-to-back FA Cup wins. The Carabao Cup, 26, 27, 28, 32, 43. So they've had a little bit of, not local, domestic success. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, okay. Interesting. And now, are there any? Plymouth! Plymouth are a Premier League team, and they didn't come up with us. How long have Plymouth been in the Premier League? Overview. So they got promoted there, relegated, and then promoted the next season, finishing second. Then finished 15th, 14th, 16th, 13th, 11th, 14th. They've been pretty solid. Have they won anything? Have they won like an FA Cup? No FA Cups, no Carabao Cup, so no domestic success. But let's see if our key players sort of compare to Plymouth's key players a little bit better. Nigel Morgan's, no, he's miles better than what we've got. This is going to be really tough, really tough. But Plymouth is the standout name at the moment in the Premier League, which is very interesting to see. Is there anyone else? Leeds, Everton still here. Obviously, Guiseley, Blackburn are back up. Villa still there. Arsenal, West Ham, Watford, Tottenham, Stoke came up with us. Southampton, Plymouth. Everton, Crystal Palace came back up with us as well. So, yeah, not too much going on. I'm wondering who got relegated last year. So, yeah, I mean, this is like a who's who of ex-Premier League teams now. Wigan, West Brom, Sunderland, Sheffield United, Reading, QPR, Norwich, Middlesbrough, Ipswich, Hull, Fulham, Derby, Coventry, Charlton, Cardiff, Burnley, Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth, Bolton, Barnsley, Wimbledon. That's that. All but 3, I think, teams have been in the Premier League previously. But, yeah. Oh, I guess this will be fun to look at. Season preview. 2000-1. Yes, we're going to finish rock bottom, apparently. Crystal Palace and Stoke, all the promoted teams near the bottom. Newcastle there, Watford. Plymouth 16th, Villa 17th. West Ham predicted to finish second behind Chelsea. Tottenham third ahead of Man United. Man City 5th, Liverpool 6th. Everton are predicted to finish 7th. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. It really is. Is this... So transfers... West Ham are the highest net spend. 6 players in, 6 players out for 123 million. The biggest deal so far is Southampton to West Ham. Diego Richmond, 25 years old. He looks all right. He doesn't look brilliant, but 56 million. 55 million Newcastle bought in Daniel Teletext. Daniel Teletext. He's there. He's going to go and score against me now, and now that I've mixed his name. Tottenham picked up Devante Warrilow from Newcastle. Not bad for an Englishman, but 30 years old. Newcastle have been picking up quite a few players here. Man City bought in Lubos Prekop from Inter Milan. 24 years old. Not too bad at all. I mean, yeah, it's looking interesting. It's looking very, very interesting. Right, let's go and have a look then. So if we click on West Ham, we know that they've won the Champions League in recent times. So they are in the Champions League. So let's have a look. Past winners of the Champions League then. So Real Madrid beat Tottenham this year. So Real Madrid are actually the holders. I don't know what I was on about before. Tottenham beat Chelsea. Man United beat Chelsea. West Ham beat Tottenham. Chelsea beat Man United. Barcelona beat Munich. Barcelona beat Tottenham. So back-to-back for Barcelona. Chelsea beat Barcelona. Tottenham beat... So Barcelona lost the final twice in a row and then won the final twice in a row. That's quite cool. Man United beat Inter Milan. Man United beat Man City at the Stade de France in a Manchester derby. Real Madrid beat Spurs. Bayern Munich beat Chelsea. Liverpool beat Chelsea. Barcelona beat Real Madrid in the San Siro. That would have been a great game. Man City beat Newcastle in Cardiff. Liverpool beat Man City. Inter beat Arsenal. Chelsea, Barcelona, Madrid, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea. And then Liverpool, Man City, Liverpool, Barcelona, Liverpool, Arsenal. Wow. Okay, that's some good winning there for Liverpool. Inter beat Atletico, and then was that real life? That must be real life. What year do we start this game in? 23, 24. That doesn't seem like real life. Did Inter beat Atletico Madrid in 23 in this year? No, Real Madrid beat Liverpool. Yes, sorry, I'm getting confused, aren't I? That's this year. They're predicting Inter to beat Atletico Madrid, which obviously can't happen. Inter will probably be in the final, but they're probably going to lose to Man City, unfortunately. Hopefully Real Madrid. But Liverpool then won it 3 on the bounce. Excellent. But there's no real surprises other than Tottenham and West Ham in the Champions League, and no real runners-up either. So let's have a quick look at Real Madrid and go and just have a look to see how they've done. We'll look at Real Madrid and Barcelona. They have no... Carl Egley. This name. I've seen this name. He's had some big moves, I think, Carl Egley. It might be a different Egley because this guy's only 24. I mean, he looks absolutely incredible. No, it was him from Newcastle. Yep, it was Egley from Newcastle that I thought it was. 2.5 million they picked him up for. Sold him for 92 million. Bloody hell. That is some business from Newcastle. That really is. But Carl Egley there for Real Madrid. I'm going to assume they've won quite a lot. La Liga, yeah, oh my God. So they've won it in 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 41, 42, 45, 47. Bloody hell. And then runners up, I'd assume most other seasons, other than the ones they won. So let's have a quick look at Barcelona then. Barcelona, you see, yeah, Barcelona, Madrid. So Dominic Nieto, a legendary centre-back, a model citizen, that's who you want in your club. 28, he's only 28. He looks amazing. Looks absolutely incredible. And he came through their youth system as well. That is awesome. That is really cool. He's come through their youth system. He's done really well for him. He's on nearly 500 grand a week. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact they've got a youth player coming through. Very good there for Dominic Nieto. Still managed by Xavi. They never sacked Xavi. What? They never sacked Xavi since he became manager. That is incredible. Well done Barcelona. I mean, it's a lot more settled than Barcelona of real life, isn't it? With all the debts and the levers and things like that. But yeah, well done to them. So yeah, Liga Santander, past winners. Has anyone surprised? No, it's always been Barcelona and Real Madrid since Atletico Madrid won it in real life. So Sevilla got second 1 year. Atletico Madrid popping up in third. Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Villarreal grew up there. So that's pretty par for the course. Let's go and have a little look at Bayern Munich, another big team. We'll do the big leagues. We'll go and look at PSG, and we'll look in Italy as well. So Paulo Davison, the German, yeah, looks very good. Elite centre back. We don't know his personality because he can't be that famous if we don't know what sort of player he's like. But Bayern Munich, I assume, have won the Bundesliga nearly every season this game's been running. So 24, 25, 27, 28, 30, 31, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39, 43, 44, 46. Yeah, they've won it. They've won it most seasons. Although Union Berlin, yes, get in there. Okay, so we've got Dortmund like a spattering of times. Leipzig have won it. FC Cologne have won it as well. That's awesome. Leipzig, Munich. Union Berlin are looking to do it 3 times in a row. So maybe they're a bit of a powerhouse. Union Berlin. Who have they got? Emmanuel Frimpong, which is a common name in the Bundesliga at the moment, is a goalkeeper. Their key player is a goalkeeper. And it's for Ghana. Okay, we're definitely going to go and look at the World Cup and see if anything fruity has been happening in the World Cup. But signed for 36.5 million for Vitor de Guimarães. He's been a servant for them. He really has. Have they won anything in Union Berlin? Won anything in Europe? Surely they have if they've won the Bundesliga. Competitions. So they've won the Bundesliga. No, they've not. They've not won anything in Europe. Not even a runner-up. Bloody hell. There you go. That surprised me. I did not expect to see Union Berlin in there, having a good old time of it in the Bundesliga. But well done for them. Right, let's go and check out. We'll go and check out Serie A just very quickly. So Serie A, past winners: Napoli, Juventus, Roma, Milan, Juventus, Napoli, Juventus, Milan, Juventus, Milan, Juventus, Inter, Juventus, Inter. Is there any odd names that pop in, or is it? Oh no, it's Napoli flirting with third, but it's Napoli, Inter, Milan, Juventus, Roma, the big teams. Fiorentina get a third place in 2031-32. Lazio are up there a couple of times, but yeah, pretty much as expected. Napoli, the league holders at the moment of that one. Inter look like a bit of a powerhouse, although they haven't won it for a few years. Let's have a quick look at Inter. Paulo Dybala, great name. Worldwide elite fullback, 34. Yeah, he looks very good, doesn't he? Looks very good. Even at 34, he's going to be absolutely brilliant. Right, let's go and have a look at the World Cup. How many World Cups do we think England have won in this? The FIFA World Cup holders of the Netherlands. Wow, okay. So Netherlands, Italy, England, Ireland, Portugal, Netherlands, Portugal. Oh, that was 2022. Netherlands won it in 2026. Portugal won it in 2000. Ireland beat England in the final in South Korea. What? Can I see this game? When was it? When did I say it was? I mean, it'll be pretty obvious. It'll be the last game of a year, won't it, at some point? They got to a Euro semi-final as well in 2036. They won the World Cup final on penalties. We can't look at it over England. It's been doing now. Luke Gillam scored. Aaron Connolly equal. Aaron Connolly, that's Brighton's current striker. And it was Trent Alexander-Arnold who missed the penalty that cost England the World Cup final to Ireland. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen Ireland win a World Cup. That is ridiculous. Portugal, Ireland, England, Italy. So Netherlands have won it twice. Italy once. England once, which is quite rare in Football Manager. Ireland once. Portugal. And yeah, not too bad. Let's have a quick... Oh, hang on. There was some interesting runners-up here. Croatia, Austria, Denmark. Obviously England. Croatia have been runners-up twice. France lost to the Netherlands. Wow. Okay, interesting. England came third. USA came third in Spain. Italy came third in South Korea. Portugal came third in South Africa. France came third in France. And Portugal came third in China as well. Okay, some interesting stuff. And Brazil are hosting it this year. So let's have a look at the Euros. UEFA European Championship. Belgium are the current hosts of that. Israel have won it. So Belgium beat Germany in Ukraine and Poland. Israel beat the Netherlands in Italy. Italy beat England in Switzerland and Australia. Spain beat Switzerland in Germany. Italy beat the Ukraine in England. Italy won it, well, back to back. They beat Turkey in Spain. And Germany beat Italy in Germany. So Germany won it. Italy nearly had 4 in a row. They lost to Germany in 2024. Won it in 28. Italy have been pretty dominant in Europe. But Israel up there is awesome in 2044. So we can have a quick look here. How did Israel do? So Israel finished second in their group behind Croatia. In the second round, Israel beat Italy, the host nation. Wow, after extra time, a 2-1 win there. And then in the quarterfinal, Israel beat Serbia, so it's a relatively, well, what I would say easy at the moment. Then they beat Germany 3-1 after extra time. And then in the final, they beat the Netherlands 1-1. Oh, we can't see the detail, but key player, Aban Aburai. Yeah, I mean, they've looked to have dropped off a little bit, Israel. Maybe they didn't invest those winnings and that money. Managed by Daniel Agger. That's a bit weird, isn't it? But, yeah, bloody hell. Okay, let's go and have a look at the Europa League. We're sort of bouncing around a little bit here, but quick look at past winners of the Europa League. So FC Cologne they're being a bit dominant in the Europa League. So they've won it they've won it twice. Watford came runners-up at Villa Park. Everton beat Newcastle. FC Cologne beat Arsenal. Liverpool beat Dortmund. West Ham beat Watford. Liverpool beat West Ham. Newcastle beat Watford. Arsenal beat West Ham. Juventus beat Watford. Watford are a Europa League team. Okay. Tottenham beat Napoli. Arsenal beat Atletico Madrid. Everton beat Wolves. Newcastle beat Spurs. Hertha Berlin beat Celta Vigo. Wolves beat Lazio. West Ham beat Napoli. FC Cologne beat Leeds, getting into the Europa League final. Newcastle beat Spurs. We've already had that once. Yeah, that's a repeat. Arsenal beat West Ham. Leeds beat Aston Villa. English teams are sort of in and around the final of the Europa League most seasons. And then what about the Conference League? This could throw up a few odd ones. So Newcastle are the current holders. Newcastle beat Gladbach, Inter beat Leeds, Newcastle beat LASK, Hertha beat Villarreal, Arsenal beat Feyenoord, Watford beat Rapid Vienna. This is what we're all here for. The Red Star versus PAOK, the Belgrade team versus the Greek team. That's amazing. That's awesome. Watford beating Calgary, West Ham beating Dunajská Streda. Is that Hungary? I don't even know where that's from. Dunajská. It's not. It's Serbia? Is that I think that's Serbia. Is that Serbia? No, it's Czech. Is that the Czech Republic? Oh, the Czech-Slovakian Super Cup winners. No, so that is Serbia, yeah. That is, I'm going to say that's Serbia. I think that's Serbia. Well, I should really know what team this is. They've got one player. It's from Slovakia. No, it is Slovakia. Okay, right. Whatever. I'm showing my lack of geography skills, although normally I'm very good with world flags. But, okay, there's Midtjylland beat Watford. Wolves beat Valencia. Rheindorf Altach beat Udinese. Who on earth are Rheindorf Altach? From Austria? This is incredible. This is awesome. This is so cool to go and look at this. Arsenal beat Fenerbahce, Sturm Graz got in there, Club Brugge, Anderlecht, Rapid Vienna, Bologna lost to Newcastle, Rennes lost to Man United, Hertha Berlin lost twice in a row to Wolves and Aston Villa, the blooming Midlands doing the double on them. Ridiculous. Newcastle beat Karabag in 24-25, Napoli beat West Ham. Oh my god. That was... I'm glad we've looked at that. Red Star popping up in there is awesome. And Rheindorf Altach popping up and winning the Europa League, or the Europa Conference League, is pretty awesome, to be honest. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Right, let's go and look at the money bags PSG. I assume they would be dominating. Oh, it's Paris in this, isn't it? You have to type Paris. Paris. I assume they've been dominating French football, but it's been good looking over it. I mean, it's gone on longer than I thought it would, but we'll wrap it up after this. So, competitions then. Champions League. They've not won the Champions League ever. Wow. Okay. So they've won Ligue 1 in 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 48. So they didn't win it for a couple of seasons, and they were runners-up once. They didn't win it in 46 and 47, but they came third in 46 and won it in 47. So we'll have a look to see who did win it. It will probably be Monaco. They're managed by Mikel Arteta. He's still knocking around. Their key player is Matthias Petitjean, which is an amazingly French name. Petitjean. Very good name there. But let's go and have a look then at Ligue 1 and just see how it's been panning out. Past winners. Lorient up there. Lorient beat PSG to the title. Lille beat Monaco to the title, and PSG came third. But Lorient, have been knocking around a little bit. They had a big out, didn't they? They just sold a player. We looked at that, but PSG absolutely dominating other than these two seasons there. Clermont Foot coming up as well, which is good. Finishing third a couple of times and then second a couple of times as well. Nantes been pretty solid throughout. But yeah, there you go. We're going to leave it there. We've had a very quick recap. It's gone on for a bit longer than I thought, but there's a look around European football and world football, sort of, around what's been happening. We'll be back in the next episode for the game against Newcastle. I'm hoping as well to actually... I'm taking a spare MacBook with me to the UK, because by the time you're watching this, I'll be in the UK. I'm taking my MacBook and a microphone, and I'm installing everything I need to do video. So I'm hoping the MacBook will be good enough to allow me to actually even if it's just do like recap videos, if they're not good enough, I won't upload them. But if they're still good quality videos that I can talk around things and get excited, then you'll be getting videos while I'm in the UK. It won't be every day. It probably won't be every 2 days because I'm very busy while I'm there. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know your comments and thoughts down below. I will catch you in the next one. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.